Golden Silence. Sumesh was a boy of 10. He was a chatterbox and loved to talk to anyone who had the time to listen to him. Sometimes he could talk so much that his parents could have to tell him to stop and take rest tongue away. Every night he could lie down to sleep with his father, who could tell him a story. At that time, Sumesh was all ears. He could listen to his father's story attentively and then drift off to sleep. One day he listened to his father's story as usual. The next morning he woke up. His parents were shocked. There was pin drop silence in his house. Sumesh had stopped talking. At first they were relieved, thinking he was playing a game, but he did not talk even after many days. They got worried. They took him to best medicine men in the country, to all the sagas and holy men they could find, but no one found anything wrong with them. Neither did anyway their treatment have any effect on the boy. Year passed and Sumesh grew into a young man. His parents and everyone knew him now thought him a dumb. One day he was traveling with his father's friend Lokesh to another village. They sat down to rest under a huge banyan tree. A crow was cawing loudly and one of the branches. Lokesh was telling Sumesh a very funny story involved a milkman, his cow and village Gunda, and was made irritated to have the crow cawing loudly overhead, and he spoke. Finally he could take to no longer. The crow was spoiling a perfect story. He first tried to shoo it away, but it paid him no heed. Then he picked up a stone and threw into it the crow, thinking that could make it fly away. Instead, the stone hit in the crow and died. Lokesh was horrified. He had not meant to kill the bird at all. As he stood staring at the dead of the lying under the tree, he did not realize when Sumesh had come up behind him. He was stunned when he heard a voice behind him. Foolish crow, if only you had kept your mouth shut and been silent, you could not have met this end. Lokesh forgot all about the crow and turned to stare at Sumesh. The boy had spoken. Say it again, Sumesh, he begged. But Sumesh just smiled mischievously and refused to utter one more word. Lokesh hurried back to the village and told Sumesh's father the story. Now Sumesh's parents begged him again and again, speak once more, son, for the sake of your dear old parents. But it seems as if Sumesh did not know how to talk, and everyone put the incident down to Lokesh's imagination. After that day, Sumesh's father and Lokesh were business partners and friends for many years. Stopped speaking to each other. They took on other partners in business and suffered losses. They were mutually as they had no one to share their labors, sorrows and joys with. Sumesh saw all this, and one day as he sat down to eat with his father. He noticed his father was just toying with his food. He made was cleverly elsewhere. Suddenly Sumer spoke him. If Lokesh's uncle had remained silent, he could have been your friend still. You were right, father. Silence is gold and speech is silver. His father nearly fainted when he heard this. Suddenly he remembered the bedtime story and he had told his 10 years old son, but was about a king who lost his kingdom because he was too busy talking to prepare a war. And these final words before Sanna's draft to sleep were, silence is gold, speech is silver. He hugged his son and explained, that was just a saying. How I have longed to hear your talk again. Please do not do this again. I will never complain about your chatter again. From that day on, Sumer spoke again, but he remembered to think carefully before he opened his mouth. Silence is gold, speech is silver.